With the loss of an arsenal bird followed by the destruction of their ballistic missile base, Eurasia is running out of ways to counter. This is a great opportunity for the Osean army to bolster our power to eventually take down the Erusian capital of Farbanti. The special long-range strategy is entering its final phase. Our objective is to attack and capture the Erusian Air Force Base in Cape Rainy in northern Erusia. This important base is at the forefront of our strategy to establish control of Farbanti. Under the cover of night, our plan is that all squadrons will invade from the valley to the south and mount an air assault on the area. The enemy's observation field has eyes on the skies above the valley, so your altitude will need to be restricted. If you go over a certain altitude, the enemy could spot you, ending the mission in failure. Keep that in mind. Once you arrive, you are to take out the enemy's air defense forces as soon as possible and prepare for the support squadrons. When the air defense forces are neutralized, the helicopter squadron should arrive carrying Marines. The plan is to take control of the base. Getting through the valley is only half the job.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
Beginning nighttime aerial refueling process. Be careful of reduced visibility. 1,500 meters to tanker. Too fast. Lower airspeed. 100. Refueling aborted. Go around and prepare to re-engage. 50 meters. Trigger. Maintain your current approach. Excellent work, Trigger. Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position.
Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out. Keep altitude below 600 meters. Good. Maintain your current course.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Stay out of their sight.
Strider, Dassless 1. Our current ETA matches yours. Catch them off guard. Can we secure the LZ quickly?
We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Caution. Pull up.
Everyone here has already signed their wills.
That ain't funny.
Never was good at jokes. Okay, follow you in. Good luck.
Understood.
Caution.
Strider 1, you've passed through waypoint 2.
Caution.
The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up.
When can we take on the final mission? I'm starting to get tired of all this.
This is the last step, Count. We'll take the enemy base and use it as a bridgehead.
Caution.
Watch yourselves out there. We're going to need all of you in Farbanti.
Caution. Pull up.
Without Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself.
Pull up.
The best thing about Strider Squadron is our leader keeps his mouth shut.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution.
Watch your speed.
Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
You've passed waypoint 3. You're coming up on the base, imposing radio silence. We won't be able to talk again until you're over the base. Continue to keep an eye on your altitude. There are plenty of dark spots that can sneak up on you.
Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Warning. Pull up. Caution. 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 Pull up. Caution.
You just passed through waypoint 4. Radio silence has been lifted. You're almost at the base.
Caution.
We made it.
Caution.
That was quite the roller coaster ride.
Visual confirmation on the airbase.
Pull up.
Reach destination.
Commence the attack. It's time for their wake-up call. The longer it takes, the worse off we'll be. Hurry up. Finish them off.
All right, let's give them a beating.
Caution. Pull up. Pull up.
Target in gun range.
Enemy on your
Enemies
back.
are attacking!
Strider 1.
Where the hell did they come from?
Caution. Pull up.
Fire on the searchlights! I can't see where the enemies are coming from!
It looks like the enemy's air defenses are online. I guess they finally decided to wake up. Keep up the attack. The sooner we finish this thing, the better.
This is Vassal's landing down.
Roger that. If the enemy is still present and large numbers of red ground forces arrive, the mission will be a failure. Go help our allies.
Be quick. Gotta deliver on time. What means is free. Your jokes haven't gotten any better.
Stall warning.
Strider 1, don't ice up.
Trust your allies and keep moving. This base is ours for the taking. Wait the base, Commander! What are you waiting for?
Okay, that takes care of all the SAM sites.
That's the last of our anti-air guns. They've all been taken out.
Caution. Pull up.
We've engaged the enemy reinforcements. Requesting immediate close air support.
Copy that. We'll send some your way.
Pizza guy's in trouble. Let's help him out.
It's all right. Those two OG big shots will take care of them for us.
Target eliminated. Great work.
Okay, that attack just took out the enemies on the front line. The way ahead is cleared up. You have our tech.
Give me a damage report. We've suffered heavy losses. This is more than a surprise attack.
Strider 1, missile away. Picking up an enemy squadron. It must be the reinforcements they called in.
Confirmed it's one leader. It's the one with the 3 scratches.
Striders left. It's not over yet.
This is nothing compared to what we faced in the last mission.
Ambush, stay calm. We broke the ranks. Broadcaster, requesting close air support.
Strider Squadron, enemy reinforcements. Get some goddamn support there now.
Enemy numbers are small. Don't give in. Fight until the very end.
2 remaining.
Rusty, take up those two. Force our way inside the facility.
Target's destruction confirmed. That air support was right on the money.
Pushing the enemy on their heels.
Okay, start running on the count of 3.
We're under attack. Lead the enemy aircraft to the LRSFC.
Great. I get to finally send my boys in to ring the doorbells.
There's still quite a few enemies holed up in there. However, we can't afford to wait any longer. Begin the assault. If anyone resists, kill them. Contact! 2 o'clock! Go! Go! Fire!
Fuck! Tear down that barricade!
How'd it go? This is Basilisk 1. The base is ours. We have control of all major functions.
Glad the pizza was on time.
Caution. Pull up.
Roger that, Basilisk 1. Mission accomplished.
All prisoners of war will be treated in accordance with international law. We've even brought pizza. Looks like they can shred those wills.
I'm already getting an earful from the men over the needless paperwork.
No joke.
Okay, go ahead and begin your approach. Move to the flight control.
Strider 1, this is Basilisk. The runway is clear. The party is on as soon as you get here. Reduce your speed. 3,000 meters to the runway. You are right on course. Maintain current heading. Right on the money, Strider 1. Strider 1 has landed. Let's go and greet him.
Strider 1.
Excellent work on the night raid. Submarines have arrived from the Ocean mainland and are refueling. This base will serve as a frontline platform for our mission to take Farbanti. We're almost at the end of this operation.
Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were as sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile. It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff, By the time he landed back at the base, he was clearly a mess. He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down.
Suspend mission.
The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential. A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring. But Mihai remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground. I wasn't worried about it. I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
The operation to capture Erusia's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbanti and end this war. The plan is for ground troops to attack Farbanti from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack from the southwest. We will secure air superiority over the capital, while providing air support for our allies on the ground and in the water as required. By all accounts, we expect this to be an intense, full-scale battle across land, sea, and air. Should you need to replenish your ammunition or make necessary repairs to your craft, a return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also be tasked with having to destroy the communications satellites that Erusia hacked. If we take down the information communication system that we believe they have control over, it should plunge Erusia into chaos. Once the capital falls, the Erusian military will be isolated and thrown into chaos, making it easier for us to end the war. However, that can't happen until after the capital falls, so you guys are the stars of this battle. Erusia will fight like a tiger, but we cannot lose. We must seize the capital and end this war.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Our troops have engaged from Silver Bridge in the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as young bucks coming after my championship belt. They're really putting the pressure on me. So I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all of you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, and come back in one piece.
Strider 1, the turn line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Count is back in the saddle as Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
No, it's real funny.
Fox 2!
Strider 1, the men below you are to secure the Silver Bridge, but they can't break enemy lines. We have aircraft in addition to you, but our numbers are less than ideal.
Right to the sky. Too bad for those guys.
Missile launched.
I'm on his back.
Push it! Watch the bandit on your tail!
Attack missed. Bandit in my sight. Enemy on my tail. I can't take him. We've got flies buzzing around our heads. Don't take your eyes off them.
Missile hit.
It's a bandit. Take him off.
Strider 1, enemy is locked on. Fox 2, Fox 2. Breaking! Breaking hostile lock. Bandit in my sight. Locked on.
Locked on bandit.
Careful. The ruins of sunken ships make this water shallow. Less likely it goes according to plan.
Why didn't that hit? Missile.
Target acquired.
Enemy ability to attack failed, making another pass. Enemy missile cruising. Breaking. We need more air support. We can't hold the bridge much longer without it. Call reinforcements! Damn it! Should have known it sooner!
Time for a quick hit and run.
Hang in there. Free strike will be here soon.
It's no use! We have to retreat!
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading for 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for enemy area. Cyclops will take care of the other one.
Missile.
Roger.
Missile.
Wide open. Yeah, that's the ticket. Show the enemy what kind of surprise we've got waiting for him.
Missile.
Grab 2, locked on target.
Caution. Pull up.
Target acquired.
Caution. Pull up.
Tank units advance!
Pull up.
APC eliminated.
Okay, Trigger. The mark is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat.
I'll show you all how it's done.
Target is eliminated. Move around is our real issue right now. They shouldn't have fed you 3 strikes during the briefing.
enemy. Advance on the hospital.
He understands how important this place is.
They have a lock on me. Strider 3 launching missile. Attack missed.
Target acquired.
Keep an eye on your radar. All it takes is one missile and your history. They took a bite out of me.
Missile.
Who cares if the aircraft's got many striders? Caution! Enemy has a lock! Strider 1, that's what I like to see.
Target destroyed.
We can't let the enemy take this position! Kill them all!
Missile launched.
What are you waiting for? Fill up their legs! Get you, pal! Friendly has been shot down! Bandit acquired. Lock on. Rock two.
Strider 1, target acquired. Enemy reinforcements on radar. Take him out.
Hostile forces moving near enemy HQ. We don't have enough units to hold them.
Split up. The longer this drags on, the greater our losses.
Roger that.
That area is all yours, Strider. Backup comes part of the submerged area.
Enemy missile chasing me!
Lock acquired. Firing. Enemy ranks are crumbling. Attack their right flank. This is our chance. They aren't as good as the ones on Silver Bridge.
In gun range.
Missile breaking!
The missile got through our ECM. Shoot it. Trying to stop our advance. This is going to be tougher than we thought.
Check your six. Evade! Get you, pal!
Reduce altitude. Lie between the buildings.
Break! Missile! Evading! Strider 4, Fox 2.
Target is hit.
Backup missile coming! They're defending HQ!
This is the source. There are small boats hiding in the ruins. Take them out before they can approach the fleet. Enemy vessels, fire!
Your air support considerably weakened organized resistance from the Erusian army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through.
Understood.
Understood.
All right.
Understood. Understood. Understood.
I want to be as badass as Street Strider.
You're low on special weapons.
We must take advantage of this opening!
5 minutes remaining.
About time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble.
You don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep your focus. Take one down, then move on to the next. Enemy fleet is crippled. Friendly warships should be able to finish them off.
HQ, this is Ron 2. Eliminating enemy positions. Ron 2 and 3 are making their way to HQ now.
You did really well out there. This is sure to bring an end to the war. You'll be heroes.
Don't know what medals they've got for you, but if you want one, come back in one piece.
Ammunition 0. Missile.
Missile launched.
Our victory is near. Keep fighting.
Maintain course if you want to go back to resupply.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Make your landing check. Too fast. Lower airspeed. Bank left. Lower your nose. You're too high. Strider 1, this is Control Tower. The runway is clear?
Time to attack!
They have a lock on me.
Powerful air defenses in the AO. Coordinates Tango 2H, special time. There's an AA. No, our sequence is protecting the defenses. Sequence shot my missile down before it reached.
Missile.
Lock 2.
Missile.
Box 2. Box 2.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy behind you. Move to cover.
3 minutes remaining.
Missile. Missile.
Pursuing enemy. I took no damage.
Missile.
Missile inbound. Missile inbound.
Missile.
The attacks just keep coming. Rockgun bandits attacking.
Target is in range of guns.
Breaking out of lock. How come we're the only ones losing takes up there? Where's our air support? The tide of the entire battle changed once that plane showed up.
Our strategy is about to pay off.
Enemy missile inbound. Evading. The friendly has been shot down.
2 minutes remaining.
Missile. Missile.
Pursuing enemy.
Missile.
Check that bandit behind you.
Behind you. Enemy on your tail. Lockdown bandit. Attacking.
guard. The enemy will fight to the very end.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed. 30 seconds remaining. Target eliminated.
Shipbuilding!
Did these guys really fight a battle before this? They just keep coming.
Special delivery. Breaking off.
All aircraft, listen carefully. This is Lancaster. We have the upper hand. The enemy headquarters is almost ours. Operation to eliminate all enemy satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight. Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? Because I'm buying.
Roger that.
Man, don't jinx us.
You're right. New bogies. No, 5 Su-30s inbound.
It's Mr. Rex.
What's going on here? I don't believe it. We've just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders are at a different level. But don't underestimate the rest of them either. This should prove to be fun.
Missile.
Be mean. It's just like you say, the enemy has experienced fighters in their midst.
Missile.
Don't get too far ahead.
Good ship is sunk. Single fighter coming back around.
Don't let Mr. X run wild. Friendlies are suffering heavy damage.
Missile.
Mr. X is eating through the Osean forces.
No. Who are these guys?
Shaken bandit. Enemy is locked on. Break away.
What's this guy eating? Why like that?
Enemy got a lock.
Missile.
I see them still got a missile pilot.
It was some soon after. That's the last we heard from them.
Cyclops.
Not long before our forces are routed.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Missile. Missile.
They got their flight force nailed down. Locked on.
Call in our air support ASAP. Yes, I'm talking about them.
Cyclops, Strider, stop Mr. X.
Missile.
Locked on.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Cyclops 3, check your 6.
This is Cyclops 3. We've been hit. We gotta eject.
Take him out one by one. Cyclops 3 is bailed out safely. Don't worry, he's gonna make it. Listen, real talk. When we keep this up, someone's not gonna win. I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. Rex.
What?
I'm in!
Missile.
Alright, he grabbed the bait. Time to take him for a ride. Man, this is one stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire. Waiting for the perfect shot, eh? Sorry, stranger. My boys will let you have it.
Enough with your air show, Wiseman. You're pushing it.
Missile.
Oh, Cal, that's sweet. I never knew you cared. You're all grown up. I'll even let the wisecrack slide.
Hey, I'm being serious here.
Missile. Missile.
up. My radar has shown that an enemy aircraft has been stuck on Cyclops 1 for a while now.
Makes my blood run cold to even think if he came up on my 6. Shit!
He's refusing to fire. He wants a sure shot. Not too bad. He's acting as a decoy.
He has absolute trust in his allies, I see.
Scratch the last escort.
We need to be extra careful if we want to split up the 2 leaders. Eject, while you can still talk. You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot. He wasn't a bad pilot.
Wiseman, missile closing!
Missile, I'll keep him on me. Just a bit longer.
Shit. Cyclops 1 is down.
Cyclops
Wiseman!
Eject already, Wiseman!
I'm sorry, Count. This plane exploded.
Wiseman, stay strong. We're not done here.
Cyclops 2, you've got the lead.
Wiseman!
Shit! Negative, Cyclops 2, you're the lead.
I can't do it. Trigger should take command.
The duty is yours.
That's impossible.
Do it.
Damn it. Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
We'll go count.
Target was not struck.
Damn, I can't seem to find an opening.
Target acquired.
Enemy on your back.
These guys are way out of my league. I can't even get in close to them. Damn, I want to go to Trigger's
Go
aid,
on.
but I can't keep up.
Taking fire.
Missile hit.
Good job.
Damn.
Now go finish the job.
Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger. You can do it. In fact, you're the only one who can. My radar suddenly turned off.
What is it? Respond.
My data won't update.
My HUD is
Damn it.
glitching out.
What was that?
I've lost radar contact. What's up?
Look at the sky, towards the sun.
What is that?
A star? No, maybe an explosion?
This is Soul Squadron. Head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Brabante's now under Ocean control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Count, we all feel the same way.
Shit.
So Wiseman died for nothing.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base near Erusian territory. Other Allied aircraft have probably been forced to make emergency landings at other airfields. We don't know much. The mission to capture the capital is nearly complete, but we unfortunately have no intel. The enemy communication satellites are down, and we have confirmed the deaths of several Erusian leaders. But our enemy was smart. They had a similar plan. Our own communication systems were destroyed at approximately the same time. We have no idea when or if they'll come back online. Stand by for further details.
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant, Masa, it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned, and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osean army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense. With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Erusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there. Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Osean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Osean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Osean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
It's something I'll never get used to, but tonight has been a total shock.
ID'd as Osean forces. This is AWACS for the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated.
The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
These Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
Stall warning.
Locked on.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
What's wrong with drones? Whether you're a Adrian or not, you're just too stubborn to change with the time.
Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on it.
Understood. Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route. It's Erusian.
They aren't responding aggressively.
General, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us. The negotiations were a success, Lancaster. They've opened up a path for us. The more the merrier.
We're the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Roger that. We'll look for our way home.
We can't see the tops of the roofs from down here. Be on the lookout for enemy ambushes. We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
The use of drones makes war more palatable. Why don't people realize this? There's a strict curfew, but people gather at bars and other places before they get us! Wait, the General managed to convince them.
Listen, those that protect General Lafarge are the real patriots. Onward!
There's a vehicle up ahead. It's gonna ask us to pay a toll. Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go.
That we've shot. When the communication networks come back online.
There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. It's the radicals.
Signs of the Cold Warfare in this war are now gone.
We got a friendly!
Nice work. That takes care of that one. We're heading for the highway. Thanks to you. We got out of take that toll.
I'll pick up some firing. Bail out now. In front, stop. Check your IFF. It's a friendly. I know what I'm doing. They're not ruling our IQs. What point is there in living? That's the you leave this country.
We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous at Gruner Park.
Captain Carl, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia.
I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it.
The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the Radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belkans. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belkan technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian Flight Test Center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. Those of you listening in, am I wrong?
We're heading towards Gruner Park. Rendezvous point is the helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
There are rumors of a military group calling itself the Free Erusians.
An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a path immediately. Thanks. Would have been toast.
Objective, destroy 3 strike. Which faction is the head of our organization? We need to know at once.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 1999 Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah, we don't know where to see.
Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erusian military.
This is AWACS Longcast.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
That vehicle is one of ours! Fire! The info just came through!
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood. System failures caused friendly fire incidents among Osean forces. There are even rumors of penal units turning on their former allies. The main conflict concluded. Regional forces in the center, south, and east struggle over stabilization of the nation. The Irish government has defined these groups, along with those trying to independently make peace with Osean, as rebels.
We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit. There's more to Belkin technology than just UAVs. Thanking IFF designation to work as an astonishing feat. They used it to make drones that resembled Osean fighters. And then to assassinate Harley and blame on enemy fighters. In the end, Belkin technology brought chaos to the world.
I can't believe Lucy is responsible for Harlan's assassination.
You talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger? Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
Come on, package away.
Shaking off enemy lock! We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for a better timing.
How'd you last long, Casper? We've been briefed and we're here to help.
Nice. Glad to see the Oseans attacking the radicals. Maybe we should join up with them. It means getting rid of those assholes faster.
Regionalism is part of the infighting within these groups.
We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Nico.
Don't worry, we won't let anybody through after you.
Almost at the rendezvous. In the rear of the others.
Understood.
The radicals truly believe most of drone productions will make up for losses. They should be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself are willing to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osean quickly.
Trigger has destroyed the target.
The drone is acting suspiciously. Shoot it down.
We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too.
Who do we turn to in this darkest hour? We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Illusion News Network.
We dodged it. Okay, let's go. We're getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. They should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft your grandfather told me about. The scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin
Ocean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit. That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp. Uh-huh. Right. I'm shooting them down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Wilco.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
I managed to catch him with a military strike.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Don't miss.
Aim carefully.
Mine. Bandit destroyed. Well done. No good. Shit.
Missile hit.
They're in my way. Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... The drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Longcaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Ocean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. We're cleared to attack the escort.
Wilco.
Understood. Wilco.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Can't abort the MQ-99's launch. Our commands are overridden. They must be accessing it remotely. Who's behind this?
Hey, it's not our fault the war was the reason. Why do something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
To build something else entirely.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies. Sure.
Target acquired. Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Missile. Missile.
5 bandits remaining.
Damn it. They don't have the drive they need.
4 bandits left. Slow away. 2 bandits left. Show them what you got.
It's not enough to be really functional. There has to be a time when it should not function. But when?
1 bandit to go.
They are after the data, aren't they?
Strider 1, that's what I like to see. Another story to tell my boy.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. General's helicopter is flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Ocean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Ocean aircraft.
Losing his army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake.
Are you sent by the General's staff? No, we can't put it in. Missile! I can't!
Caster, are all of these really unknowns?
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up too, once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead.
What did you say?
Apparently, he was shot down by another Ocean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him crying.